Hello and welcome along, everybody. How are we on this fine Friday evening? I hope you've all had a good week. It's Friday night. We're going to get into doing some realism experiments in a bit, but we're going to say hello to everybody and see who's about. Devilsman66, welcome along. Delta Gamer, welcome along. Paul Sinclair, welcome along. Sneety13, welcome along. Farmer Karen13, welcome along. H3 Johnson, welcome along. The Sim Guy, welcome along. I hope you are all doing well. Yeah, it's actually been a fairly quiet week here. Not much has happened since Wednesday, so I think I'm going to crack on with things this evening. Craig Hughes, welcome along. Oh, sorry, got a little bit of a creaky throat there. Yeah, hoping so this weekend I'm going to be spending a lot of time trying to get some videos out. I think I'm gonna see if we can get the role play going. I think I'm in a position where I can look at doing that. I think as well we're gonna see if we can get some other bits and pieces out. So we'll see where we go. Kieran Farnsworth, welcome along. Bart, welcome along. RB, welcome along. Andy the Farmer, welcome along. How's my dad, Sim Guy? My dad is recovering nicely. I believe today he was due to be moved into the recovery hospital, so he's out of the main hospital and into the recovery place where he'll learn to basically live without legs. Yeah, and they'll do a lot of physiotherapy to help his upper body get a bit stronger and everything. So yeah, we should be getting cows today, Del. Yes. We're going to moving on to that. We're also probably going to try and do 2 days at once. So I'm going to move well into the day, and we've got some bits and pieces to clean up and some bits to do. So yeah, we're going to try and move 2 days along in today's game. Hey, John Granger, welcome along. But yeah, so hopefully we're going to have some new videos out next week. I'm hoping to go back to as many videos a week as I can, and I'll see how many I can record and how far ahead I can get over this weekend, and then I'm going to go from there. So we'll see what we can do. Right, let's head over to our live screen here. You know what really help? Taking off the lens on the camera. Forget that I've got a lens on that camera, a lens cap on that camera, as well as that one now. So yeah. Right. Let's unpause the game and move to the next day. Oh yeah, there we go. Sleep. We'll move this forward to 9 o'clock. That should be late enough. Billy Alpaca 78 coming in with a raid of 18. Welcome raiders. I hope you had a great stream, Billy. Oh look, we might have actually pulled this up at sunrise. Oh, and we got lots of new stuff in the shop. Oh, and we got a lot of snow on the ground. That is not going to be overly helpful. 8 centimeters of snow on the ground. I don't think we lost any of our animals at all. We're going to be doing milk with our cows. Let's see what we've got in the offers. So we've got quite a few offers. We kind of need that. And there's a front mower available if we wanted that as well, which would go on our tractor. We'd have to get a thing. Oh man, we got 113,000. Let's see if we're gonna get our cows. I kind of want. What is the best way for me to do cows? Let's have a look at the cows. Stream's good. Go to field work. How's today on my farm? Today should be good. We're working our way through the winter months. So we're 2nd day of January, 1st day of February, hopefully today. Let's get this up. So, yeah. You see, I think we want to try and buy this area here and get a cow yard to go into there, maybe. Cheers, Del the Gamer. And thank you for the follow, Race and Grind. Hey, King Scorpion, welcome along. Coffee Man, welcome along. Right, I've got to work out so I can see my roadway into my farm. Yeah, we really kind of want to buy this field, and then I think we could remove this fence and then cut some trees down and have the cow yard over there. Let's have a look at what we've got with the cows. That's a calf shed. That's just a cow shed. That has no, yeah, that has no area around it. UK cattle shed with storage. So that would be a, this is the thing. So I don't think this has, this would be a good start for us possibly, to have a cattle shed over here. That holds 20,000 liters. Is that food, or is that, does this have anything for me to do? I'm not sure this has anywhere for me to get milk, does it? We got food around there. I fear that that won't give me any milk, and I can't see if it'll give me any milk. Can I just make a cow pasture? I could just make a cow pasture. Cow pasture. Ooh. Oh, this one's nice, but I can't place it because it overlaps with stuff. And this one locks because it has built-in manure. See, this would work better in somewhere like here. But we can't do that. 85,000. That does have a pen. Ooh, that might be a good choice. So there's that one there. 85,000. What contracts do I have available? Let me have a look, Del. It's game's crashing at the moment, so I need to. Okay, so this one here is pretty good, but again, I think this is beef cows. Can't see anywhere where I get. Oh no, I can get milk out of this one. So this one, again, this is a cattle shed. It will go here. It would fit there. That's not a bad shout, actually, that one. But 85,000. We got 85,000. That's tiny. And I'll only take 30 cows. See, trying to tell what will give me milk and what won't is not very easy. Milking with fence. Oh, wow. Yeah, this one is not easy to run or work. And then we're getting into a large UK cow barn. This has milk. This has set up. Hang on, everybody. I have someone knocking at my door. Pack of large cows. Ooh. Now that's an interesting looking one to me. If I could get this in a good position, that would be great. This is not Alma, Missouri. This is Saxlingham. This map. $110,000 this one. What do we think, chat? Do we like this one? You did what was for supper? For supper this evening, I did Oh, what was it I did? I did oh, I did curry. Too much? Okay, so there's that one, which is cheaper and would need to be this way round. Although, yeah, would need to go about there-ish. Does this, if this has milk, no milk or liquid manure is produced from that one, so that one's no good. This one. Okay, this one I think is the best one we've had so far. It has been wet and windy here today. Yeah, it has, Billy. In London, it's wet and windy. Everywhere it's wet and windy today, I think. So this is going to cut into the ground a bit by the looks of things. What do we think? 85,000. I think this produces milk. I hope this produces milk. Yeah, this produces milk. So we could put this one in. I'm going to save the game first, though, I think. Just in case this goes horribly, horribly wrong. The other thing to do would be to flatten this area out as to the level that I want it. Hello, Thomas J. Doherty. Welcome along. Right, let's try that again then. Yeah, so that one. Yeah, the whole area here is on a slope, so I think we're going to end up with some needing to do some leveling anyway. And nicely away from everything. I'm gonna go for it, chat. There we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some leveling off there and sort of level this field out a bit so that that isn't quite so such a huge rise up there. And I think we'll do the same coming down here. The bit where it comes into here, that's fine. Del wants me to buy a cow. Right, what have we got? We have a couple of young brown Swiss. I really would like to get... Okay, right, here we go. So I'm going to buy this one. And we got some healthy... Need some... I'd like some healthy cows. Milk production very high. Ooh, that's a good one. Everybody else there is... Oh, that one there is... Yeah. Okay, a second one. This one as well. So that's 3 cows. Oh, I actually prefer that. I think we're going to have a very mixed herd. I think we're going to end up with a very mixed herd. Oh, and a water buffalo. Right. Have we got a good water buffalo? So you're a decent water buffalo. Yeah, we'll take you. Best to buy only healthy cows. Yeah, I'm trying to buy them as healthy as I can. Right, because these are from Streamloop's cards, same rules. I can get them transported to me. I don't need to go and pick these up. So we will buy selected 4 cows for 5,200, and we got 19,000 left. Now, what I'm hoping is in the shop, you might have noticed we've got this. Oh, I've got to buy another cow, and I can't afford this. Although we might hire purchase that actually. Yeah, I think we might hire purchase that. We've got to buy another cow. Was that? Yeah, we've got to buy another cow. Right. This one is not great. Oh, no, you are great. You are good. Right, we'll take you as well. This brown Swiss. And buy selected. And we're going to buy another cow. Oh, you're going to make me buy all the cows, aren't you? You're going to make me buy all the cows. Right, we are going to buy... preferably one of these. Oh my god, I can't keep up with all these cows. Right, we're gonna buy that one, and I need to buy another one. At least I don't have to go and pick all these up. Right, buy selected. Right, give me a moment. I just need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's 6 cows and 1 water buffalo. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cows and 1 water buffalo. Yep, good. Right, we need to get something to go and feed these guys with. So I need to take my tractor and head down to the shop, and I think we'll go and buy a feed mixer. Thank tells me Dell and CT have been saving those. Yeah, I wouldn't have figured that at all. And then we need to smooth out this ground. So I'm gonna have to get this this feeding trailer on a hire purchase. The feed mixer on a hired purchase. Whoa, we are a little bit these cows have been waiting a long time. Sorry. Yeah, I kind of figured that. And we got such a range of cows. This is the thing about the setup we have here. Because we've got the animal mod that gives me individual animals, I think that's going to force us to have a much more varied set of animals in there. I'll wash my tractor before the end of the day. And then when we get up there, I'll show you I'll look at the contracts when we get to the shop, Del. See what we've got. Cows just need a loving home. Exactly, Jorima. We might even have space for a sheep pen or something down the other side. Everybody needs to get their exhaust tested around here. Got 2 goats, got 2 goat cards that need a pen. We will sort out the goats at some point. Right, let's head in here. And we're gonna get this. Now, hire purchase on this, I think. Oh no, 1 year. Purchase version 4. Total cost is 40,000. Yeah, that's fine. keeps our monthly cost down. Final fee is 11,000. That I like. Right, what we need to do though is select somebody for the number plate. And we're gonna go with, let's see if I can get this right. L-E-1 5, yeah, T-E-R. Lannister Farmer, congratulations, you've been selected at random from the tractor driver and above level patrons, YouTube channel members and Twitch subscribers, and your name is going on the number plate. So I've done Leicester, dropping the N because I can't fit it in there, on here, and we will okay that. That should be on the back, and then we're going to high purchase this. Can I fill you on the last two streams? So we did a really big sugar beet contract. We managed to complete that, and we managed to make a load of money. Do you know what? I'm going to pay 11,000 towards this. 1 year and then 4. And yeah, that gives me 39,000. So that actually is much better. We'll take that down slightly. We'll do 7,000. Yeah. So our end payment will only be 11,000. That's good. And we will purchase that. Okay. Perfect. Hey Jesse, welcome along. So those who want to know what contracts we have, there is a cultivating contract. There are 3 root crop contracts. And there's 2 cultivating contracts and 3 root crop contracts. We can't do any of the supply contracts. So yeah. So it's either root crop or cultivating. They exhaust check, but they need to start following the road traffic act. Yeah, that too. So this is going to be the perfect little feeding trailer for us. I'm quite glad this has come up. Oh, and the snow has melted. Perfect. All right, none of the contract's any good. That's all right. We will sort our animals out then, and we might move to the next day. What's the seed potato pack released at FS25? The seed potato pack, Red, is actually really cool. I think there is a... I think I have a video all about it. Yeah, it's a very cool mod. Well worth checking out the seed potato pack. Unrelated, but I thought FS definition of lease was more of a rental. Yeah, FS's the base game one much more of a lease rather than rental. The mod that I've got here is much more of is the hire purchase, which is much better. I like the hire purchase one a lot. And I tested it, and if you saw today's video, I tested it because I had a Unimog on hire purchase, and one came up in the sales, so I returned my Unimog, my normal, the one I had on HP, and bought the cheaper used one, and it worked a treat. It basically, yeah, it worked really, really well. Can I make a guide to how to make the cow pastures for 25? You can make them in fields. You can. I mean, it's you just place it, and then you have a fence that you can customize the fence when you place it. That's all it is. Right. Let's turn this on. And my bale spike is out here, so we'll jump in this. Now, I don't know if my silage bales actually have fully fermented yet. We will have to check that. Howdy, Thefisherj. Welcome along. We've got more silage bales than we have hay bales. No. Right, let's see if I have the MV track pack. Yes, Carrie. This is, oh, it's 91% fermented. 87. We're gonna have to move forward a little bit in the day, I think. Oh no, we've got silage at the back. I have actual silage bales at the back. So we'll need to head round the back here. Yeah. How much is that? 3,500. So, yeah. Wait. Oh, I cut one further back. I'm cutting the wrong bales open at the moment. That's really annoying. But yeah, it looks like I've got the most fermented ones are right at the back over here. I'm glad I left the space now. Hi, Eric. Welcome along. The bales are not a mod. No, that's base game. Although the roundness of the bales is a mod. How are we looking? And what? Do I have the help? I don't have the help to get that added. I think. Right, how are we looking? We are looking fairly good. We could do with some more hay in here, I think. Hey, Cadet, welcome along. Not too bad, thank you. What am I running FS25 on? I have a 5800X3D is my processor, 64 gig of RAM, and a 4070 Ti is my card, my graphics card. Okay, I think we can we get one more silage bale in? Yeah, I think we can get one more silage bale in. We'll have a go at doing that, I think. Hey, Carrie, you're not the first person to say that. I would love to. Daggerwin, I know when Daggerwin used to record his stuff. And unfortunately, it is at a different time of day to when I am able to record stuff. But yeah, I would love to do a collab with Daggerwin. I've been wanting to do a collab with Daggerwin for years. It's not something I can that has ever worked its way out. And he's a really nice guy. I've chatted with him over email a few times. And, you know, nice guy, absolutely. Also, he has a few more subscribers than I do, so it's one of those cases where he would probably need to reach out to me these days and say, hey, let's do something, than me reach out to him, because I doubt that would happen. Right, 88%, I will take that. Oh. Okay, we need to sort out the ground here a little bit. That going out the correct side? Yes, it is. There you go, my odd mix of cows. Right, let's see how they're doing. 210. I think we put up the horsepower a little bit. Hey Isaac, welcome along. What I've done since the last stream, we've added the cows. We've added the cows to the farm, and we got some water buffalo as well. Right. So total capacity, I think we can put a bit more in here. So it looks like for our mix at the moment, we're aiming for three silage and two hay. Come on, I want to cut this bale open. You cut this bale open. Oh my lord, that bale must not be. That's still fermenting. That's why that won't cut open. Gonna have to move that out of the way. When did I start my channel? Nearly 10 years ago. 10 years ago next May. How's my dad doing? My dad has moved to the recovery hospital. He is doing much better, thank you for asking. And yeah, we're very much seeing him on the mend now, which is good. He should be home in a couple of weeks, I think. I've actually got to go over and help sort out his house tomorrow. Hello, Miguel. Welcome along. Having to take these out the back is a little bit annoying, but just the way things worked out. This will all ferment soon. Good to see you as well, Miguel. I have this tractor in permanent first ride at the moment. Couple of these. We're gonna have to make some more hay come the new year because we're a little bit low on that. How many cows? I think we've got... I think it said we've got 6 cows and 1 water buffalo so far. Why on FS25 in most cows have they stopped cleanliness of water? Because so the pens, most pens come with built-in water, is why the water has stopped on most of them. I'm gonna pull this out from under here and disrupt this a little bit. Careful, it won't disrupt it too much. There we go. If you have one of the fields, you still have to give them water. There are still some pens that you have to give water, but to be honest, most pens have water plumbed, most modern pens have water plumbed into them, so you wouldn't need to take water out to them. Right, there we go. Yeah, good. Right, what I want to do quickly is, lots of people have told me I need to smooth this out, so we're going to smooth this, and then we're going to try and smooth out here as well, and just even everything out before we do this. So into build mode, to here, smoothing tool, we will enlarge that a bit. Move that around there. Got to be careful because you're going to end up using a lot of money otherwise. You can see how quickly the money is going down from that. Right, this here. So set slope target is there. Like so. Right. And smooth that out around the edge there. I feel I want to bring... Oh yeah, that's floating now. That's floating. That's not what I want. I don't want that to float. Maybe if you had storage shed for your bales at the end of the cow shed, it was safe. Possibly. What I need to do at the moment is that this here, I've messed this up a bit, and we need to bring the edge of this up all the way along here. Then I want to bring that's the target. That isn't working properly. See, why is that? I don't know why that's dropping that. I don't want that to drop that section. Right. What we're going to have to do... Thank you, Derek. Right, let's enlarge this. I'm going to bring this out to here. Like so. We're gonna run out of money. Yeah, there we go. We're down to 14. But hopefully I should now be able to slope all of that once we get some more money in. Yeah, my money is looking bad at the moment. We need to get a whole load of cash in. Right. Anybody fancy giving me a contract at all? Hey, landscaping always makes things worse. It's a bit weird. It should have worked better than it has. I'm a little bit miffed by it. How'd you get those cards? Exclamation mark stream loops, Craig. What's with the cards that do nothing? Because there are cards. There's only 1 or 2 cards that do nothing. I did get the feed wagon in the sales, yes. That is 1. That is 1. No, that is still grass. Okay. What contracts are available? There are there's some root crop contracts and there's some cultivating contracts. King Scorpion. More cows are taking a lot of food. No, I'm making sure that I fill up a lot of the amount of cows doesn't change how much food you can put into the food setup. Yay, we got a cultivating contract. Thank you, King Scorpion. Right. 29 hours or 51 hours. We'll do that one. And then once we've fed these cows, we can go and do that contract. Because we won't be able to hire anybody to do any of these contracts. We'll have to do them ourselves. Right, is that 2 or 3 that I've put in there? If it's 7,500, it's 2. Yeah, it's 7,000, it's 2, yeah. Need 1 more. That's fermenting. Good. I get you. Yeah, there is another contract. Well, there's root crop contracts and there's another cultivating contract available. Oh no, we need. Yeah, we've got no hay. That's just silage at the moment. So I can do, yeah, 3 more loads. No, 4 loads. We can do 4 more loads of this. How we've been doing it. Is only harvesting, it's only root crop and cultivating contracts that I have available at the moment. So those are the only ones I can take. If you do a different type of contract, it wastes the card because I can't do that. Oh, Pitch and Shay has also paid a cultivating contract. Cool, we can take the other one then as well. Items for that as well. I might use I think we'll use what we got with each contract. This should keep our cows going for a while. Perfect. I'll put my feed mixer in the shed for now. And we'll hop on the motorbike and go do some cultivating. Right, so there are only at the moment root crop harvesting contracts available. I would put straw in TMR, but I don't have any straw. Yeah, I would love to have a bale of straw to stick in the TMR. That would be great. Don't have the money to hire a worker. How can you run 2 contracts at the time? Because we have a mod on here that extends, that makes the contract time limits better. So I've got 51 hours on one of the contracts and 30 hours on the other. They are much more reasonable contract lengths we have on here. Hey, the Loma Ranger, welcome along. Right, there we go. Park the bike up here. Right, and then our first one, we're going to be taking the Steyr here. only thing I wish Giants had done different with this key is to have made it, I've said this before, made it USB-C. Why don't you use bigger equipment for both contracts? Because I'm going to try and use the equipment that I got with the contract for each contract. Now this is field 52, this first one. Which is right over the other side of the map. Hey Tim Guy, do I know what size thread the vehicle control, what size thread? Twitch chat is quiet, and most nights my chat is fairly quiet because people like to play along. I will say, I did notice tonight if you are subscribing on Twitch, the drops are active. What size bolt? What, to bolt it to the thing? I did get a pack of them. It's the standard size bolt for pretty much anything to do with this size of equipment or this type of stuff. They are available on Amazon. I will have to see if I can seek them out. Hey Glenn, welcome along. Is this the road I want to take? I think it might be. Yes, this is the road I want to take. My pleasure. Yeah, it is. It's a fairly standard size bolt. I will see if I can find it on 10mm, 30mm. Yes. Although these are they're ones that use Allen keys. The one I've got in here. The ones I've got in here. I do have a pack of them somewhere. I don't 100% know where they are though. I'd have to search them out. Drop me a message on Discord and I'll see if I can search them out. Because they are, I think that they're somewhere over that way. Steve, welcome along. How you doing? No worries, Sim Guy. I'm not doing too bad. I'm employed. I've been in my new job nearly 6 months now. It'll be 6 months on Tuesday actually. Yeah, so that's all going well. Ooh. I'm about to ramp up my content creation again. So I've been taking a little bit slower the last few months. But as from next week I'm planning to start getting lots more videos out. I did like Bally Springs on FS22. We did a multiplayer on it. I'd be very tempted to do a multiplayer on it again. If, because we did multiplayer, I think every Friday night on Bally Spring. So, yeah, when it comes out, if it comes out again, I'd be very tempted to do another multiplayer on it. How did Crash Guy pulling out that? Yeah. I need to go a little bit slower. Game mode displays real information on the screen of a tractor. What, as in on those screens there? There is, Miguel, but it's... You need to have the tractor set up to take the mod. Hey, keep your eyes. I've been watching with interest, Steve. Although, to be honest, I don't go on Facebook that much. I mainly spend my time on Facebook on either the Virtual Farmer account or the Farm Sim UK account. So I wish I had space for a wheel and pedal side panel setup. Looks so good. It is a really nice way to play, Craig. I can't lie. Your new man cave PC, yeah. It's coming together very nicely, Steve. Evening, Northern J. Welcome along. Can you remove the control group in the corner of the screen if you don't need it? I don't need it to take out the screen on an iPhone. Okay. I know you can't, I don't think. 5% off 2 rows. Wow, and we're not even doing the headlands. I was him. Yeah, I got my second joystick set up to control the camera if I want, which is very useful. Though it means I have to take my fingers off the wheel, so I also have it on the wheel. Saving up to get an Apex Gaming PC. Awesome, Reds. Thank you. I'm actually quite pleased with the progress of our farm on here. Well, we're 12 episodes in. We haven't done a full year yet. We've already got the cows. We've already got the chickens. We've got 2 decent tractors. We haven't got a combine harvester yet, but we're not doing that kind of field yet. And we haven't managed to earn enough money to get that kind of field. Although I think we're probably gonna branch out into arable by the end of the first year. I don't know if we'll do it for the next harvest, but I'm expecting it to do for the harvest after. I'm not planning to move off here when the Highland fishing map comes out. I'm gonna do a let's play on the Highlands fishing. Partly because the world and his wife are going to be playing the Highlands fishing map. It's going to be awesome. Really looking forward to it, but it is going to be a busy, highly played map, that one. Maybe a map I come back to later. I am going to stream for an entire weekend on it, though. Getting my kids into gaming and streaming. Yeah, both my kids are into gaming. My son very much would like to stream, but he's a little young. He's not old enough. Until he's well into his teens, I'm not gonna let him do that kind of thing. What I go for, Pro or DJI? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Steve. Oh, 20%. Actually, it's taken a while to get 20%. Slowing down as I get closer. Hey, Camper Boy 76, welcome along. I remember you, yes. I do indeed. Well, I've got an hour and a half with my kids at the swimming pool on Sunday, so I am going to take my Steam Deck with me and probably play a little bit of Baldur's Gate, I think. Hey, Steam fan, welcome along. What's today's play? We're actually doing a couple of cultivating contracts because we're really low on money and we need to get some money in. And a couple of people very kindly played some contracts. Yeah, Steam Deck. Deck. Love my streamer. Thank you, Camper Boy. Getting battered up here, but not as bad as Scotland. Yeah, it's been wet and windy all day, but not too wet and windy all day here. I've got a lot I want to accomplish this weekend. I want to get... So I've started work on the mod sync for Farm Sim UK, so I'm hoping to get that finished. I'd like to get that finished tomorrow, get that up on the site and start syncing mods from the mod hub, so that when I eventually launch that in the near future, it's working. And then it'll also give me a chance to make sure the sync works each day as well. So we've got that. And then I want to get the site working because I want to get it so people can start submitting mods themselves as well, because I don't want it to just be the mod hub, obviously. So I want to set up cameras in the new build to capture your projects. Oh, nice. So that's fair enough. So what did you mean? So what did you mean by Pro or DJI? Oh, GoPro has, all right. So my main camera, that one there, that is a Sony A5000 DSLR. So that's dug out of there. And then this one here, that is an Elgato face cam that I very kindly got sent by the wonderful people at Icon City. !Icon in the chat if you want to go and check out their stuff. They do stuff for the Stream Deck, custom buttons which are, I've got my Farm Sim custom buttons and they're awesome. I said I need to add, I've got more buttons I want to add based on stuff that I reach for on my keyboard all the time. But I'd rather not reach under my camera, I'd rather just reach the Stream Deck. There was one mod today. Yeah, the DSLR I've got isn't perfect. You can't remove the on-screen stuff from the HDMI, so I actually have the very bottom of my camera is cut off. The Elgato face cam is amazing. As a streaming camera, it is fantastic. Does require a USB 3 connection, which I had fun setting up, and it has to be a direct USB 3 cable. But otherwise, it is brilliant. I really love it. And it's the difference between that and the Logitech cameras that I have used before is it's night and day. It really is. Oh, we're down to £11, but we're also at only 35% of the way through the field. There's a lot on the edges. My PC has liquid cooling on the processor only. So I've got the one that comes pre-assembled. I haven't done custom liquid cooling. I only introduced Farming Simulator last year. So that would be with 22 red. AIO, that's the word I was looking for during that. Yes, I've got an AIO cooler. It's a still up? No, it's not still up. The one NZXT, it's an NZXT AIO cooler. With an LCD on it that tells me my current temperature of my CPU is 91 degrees, which is not abnormal for a 5800 X3D. You're with 22 and you're still on it. 22 is still a fantastic game. You know, I love 25 and 25 is my favorite farm sim, but 22 is still a cracking version of farm sim. And Red, if you haven't played it, I do recommend Vintage Oaks. Vintage Oaks by Farm Sim Briscoe. Probably at this point my favorite map for Farming Simulator 22. Just an absolutely fantastic map. Good evening, Jesse. Welcome along. And if I turn this, I don't know if I can turn this. You can see my PC there. Just the huge amount of RGB that's used in it. Sometimes I roll black the years and play FS17. I love that version. I had a lot of fun just before FS22. We went back and played all of the previous versions, and yeah, it was amazing. I had a lot of fun playing Farm Sim 08. FS08 was just so much fun to play, especially when we drove off the bridge into the nothingness. But I started with FS15. You know, that's, to me, the amount of time I played on that and everything I played on that, just... But I think I still have my mod folders for FS15. I think I have all my mods folders going back. You see, HW Acme, did you see my Letten series? See, I did a cracking role play on Letten Park, but nobody watched it. Sorry, Paul. Where is it? Can I? Oh, and Saxthorpe. Yes, Saxthorpe is a fantastic map. Saxthorpe is somewhere I drive through on a regular basis. Hey, Shane, welcome along. I'm doing okay, thank you. So it's been a busy old week this week. And it hasn't finished yet. I've got a lot to do this weekend, as I said. What's my top 10 things I'd want to see in the next Farm Sim game? Manual attach. Straight off the bat. Please can we have manual attach? As we've got an official British map, can we please have right-hand drive? I need a right-hand drive vehicles. You know, we've got a Scottish map with right-hand drive stuff on it and no right-hand drive vehicles. Moisture. Moisture is the thing I think I most want to see in Farm Sim. Something that affects crop drying and stuff like that. I don't think he's working on manual attach for this version. Yeah, right-hand drive is long overdue for vehicles, please. Even if the base game maps don't all have, you know, are all left-hand drive. Right-hand drive maps come out with right-hand drive on them, and now we have an official map that is going to be available for this version and is going to be available for the next version. You know, awesome. HW Agri. Yeah, Scott's really nice as well. I've got to meet him a couple of times, and he's really nice. I'm gonna see him again in January. Those of you who are coming along to the meetup. Hello, Perquiz. Is someone in Bury working on manual attach? There's always been a sneak peek video out on YouTube. Fantastic. I am very pleased to hear that, because manual attach is one of those mods I absolutely love. And it's taken me a very long time to get used to not jumping out of the tractor to attach and detach stuff. And I still do it from time to time. Please make right-hand drive base game. Yes. But yeah, I presume you're using no auto lift. Hadn't noticed watching. I am not using auto lift. I am lifting it myself. I have this button here. Lifts my implements, and you'll see in a minute. I'll press it and it'll lift. There we go. Lifting, turning. My opinion, best farming is 22. Fair enough, Lena. I never challenge anybody when they say their favorite version is this, because that is absolutely your opinion and you are absolutely welcome to it. And I understand why certain people like different versions of the game. You know, I did meet Caleb. Yeah, I have met Caleb a couple of times. He's been so lovely every time I've met Caleb. I went out, there's a picture of me with DJ, Farmer Cop, Mr. CDP, and Farm Sim Guy after FarmCon, not this year, but the year before, or was it 2 years ago now? We went up to see him. We went up to the shop, to the Diddley Squat Farm shop, and we met Caleb and we sat with him for hour and a half, just chatting and having a Hawkston cider, which was amazing. And then I would have seen him last year at Llama, except I was doing the FSL, and when he came round I was up on stage, and then then I got to go and see his show in Ipswich last year. Yeah, it was early this year, I think it was. I went to see his show. I think I went to see his show early last year in Ipswich, and we went backstage, and my brother and I had a chat with him, and he was really nice and everything then. And then I saw him at Llama again this year, yeah, he was great there, and he has sent me a couple of text messages critiquing my farm sim as well. Critiquing my playing, so yeah, he is really down to earth. But he does watch my stuff, because we sat chatting, and he was commenting on one of my videos, one of my map tours, and then as I said, I started, I can't remember which series it was in 22, but I was doing a series in 22, and out of the blue he sent me a text message saying, oh, your new series is great, you know, keep up the good work, and was lovely. Yeah, really down to earth, really nice guy. And I've got a couple of his signed books as well. I think it was Purbeck. I could go into my phone and find the text message he sent me, but I think it was Purbeck. You need to get Jeremy Clarkson. Yeah, I'm never getting Jeremy on my stream. Do I love Farm Sims graphics. Farm Sims graphics are brilliant. I don't do many sheep, Craig. I think I'm gonna have to go and refill my drink in a moment. Let's get this field finished, and then I think I'm gonna go and refill my drink and check that my children have gone to sleep, or have gone to bed at the very least, because it's 9:30, or nearly 9:30. Did I hear they're making a map for Jeremy Clarkson, Caleb Cooper's farms? Jeremy's farm So Diddly Squat, Chipping Norton was made in FS22. One of my final series in FS22 was a survival series on Chipping Norton. So, yeah, and I think it was FS Landscaping who made it. So I'm guessing he's going to re-release it for 25. I hope so. It's a decent map. I think there's a couple of things I'd like to see different on it. But yeah, I'm hoping he's going to release that for 25. What's the survival series rule? So survival series, as I start with 0. Absolutely nothing, Barry. And then I have to earn the money to buy anything. So we start off, we normally start off either with whatever, a true start from 0 series, a true survival series. I will start off with nothing and I won't be able to get any loans or anything. I have to earn everything that I buy. That doesn't surprise me, Northern J. So yeah, I have to earn everything that I buy. So all my equipment, all my to buy the farm, all of that, I have to earn all of it. That takes a certain type of map. There is a type of survival series where you don't have any contracts or any way to earn like that, which is what I did for my original No Man's Land series, where I get to start off with I can get a loan to start and things like that. So oh wow. So on a map like that, I will allow myself to have the base amount of money to get myself started, to buy a small plot of land, a small tractor, and a mower normally, or a chainsaw and a logging trailer, and start earning money that way. That kind of survival. Or start with those things. So have a survival where I have no money, but I have a little bit of land and you know, start that. I don't quite know. Yeah, survival is a great challenge. You know, it's the Realism Experiment is almost a type of survival series, except you do start with money. You know, it's not true survival this, because I start with £500,000 loan. Why didn't I do that on No Man's Land? Because what? As in start with some money. I did on No Man's Land. So on No Man's Land in FS19, I think it was, I started with I was allowed to get a loan. I think I borrowed 100,000, and the 100,000 covered my initial plot of land and my initial equipment. You can do contracts on Realism. I am doing contracts now on Realism. So I can only hire the equipment for a contract on the Realism Experiment if someone plays a Streamloots card. If I choose a contract myself and want to do a contract myself, I have to go and I have to either lease the equipment at great expense, or I have to use equipment I already have on my farm. So this contract came from a Streamloots card, and as a result, I was able to borrow the equipment. But the idea behind that is that I don't just go and set 3 contracts doing every stream, because if you know, that is I have found that is a very good way of getting a lot of money in very quickly. I've got itching to go and do a survival series next. Yeah. If somebody played the Stream Loots card and I had the equipment to do it, I could go and use my own equipment to do it. Yeah, absolutely. There's no restriction on that. It's the other way round. Hey, Farmer King George. How my extra present came today. Logitech G9 or G293. Trying to figure out how to use it in game. She also got me the pedals, which is nice. Just now need to save up for the PS5, but need help to set up. If you're in a, yeah. G923 is, sorry, not a G, hang on, isn't that a G923, not a G293? Because Arriva has my G923. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's a G923. How much do I play off stream? Not that much. I don't tend to get a lot of chance to play off stream, to be honest. And when I do play games off stream, I tend to not play Farm Sim. I do know Farmer's dies. Yeah, I think I met him at Llama last year, 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Not this January, previous January. High winds and heavy rain in Durham. Oh, stay safe, everybody. Hey, Gamer Dragon, welcome along, my friend. How are you doing? Do I have other series I upload but don't stream? What, as in Farm Sim series? Yes. So today I released the latest episode to my Forestry Friday series on Silver Run Forest. So that went up. Well, that went up early access this morning and went available for everybody else at 3 p.m. this afternoon. From next week, I will be doing a lot more videos. I have been trying to decide what to do as a regular sort of 3-episode a week series. I am very much, after this evening, considering doing a survival series. So I need to go and look at some maps. I might go and ask somebody very nicely if I can do it on their pre-release map. Speaking of wheels, just ordered the G29. Hopefully that's an upgrade over the Thrustmaster T128. It should be a Jory map. The G29 is a bit older than the T128, but the T128 I've got feels a little bit it felt a little bit plasticky. Forestry Friday is amazing. Oh, thank you, Red. Nice thing about that series is that series can just keep going. I'm loving Silver Run, and I will probably just keep that going until we make the roller coaster, I think. It's bad advertising with no backup generator, but I do have external Wi-Fi. You know, help. Can I send you a Discord? Yeah, you can, Farmers King George. Absolutely. Hope you better, but what I hope to be better at minimum. I'm not a fan of the plastic field. So the G29 was the wheel I had before my G923. And it was a fantastic wheel. It's much more solid than the T128. It's much more in line with the T248. Got one tomorrow. Cool, Father King George. We're going to complete this field before we get the other side, and then we'll be able to go back to the yard and move through the night, I think, and then we'll complete the we'll claim this contract in the morning, and we'll move on to the next one, which means we'll go slightly into the red, but then we'll almost immediately come out into the black. On Forestry Fridays, why didn't you do a follow-on for my previous Forestry Fridays on FS22? Because I wanted to do Silver on Forest again, and Silver on Forest I had completed the roller coaster in 22. So yeah, G29 feels like a real wheel that's in a car or tractor. Yes, I would agree with that. Love my Logitech G29, but I haven't used it on FS, just games like F1 so far. I would try it in FS, Barry. It is, my G29 was the, so story behind my G29. My G29 was the first thing I ever bought with money that I made from doing Virtual Farmer. My G29 was awesome. I got it 6 months after I first started doing Farm Sim, and it was just, it was a game changer. It was absolutely amazing. And I was really sad when the launch weekend of Farm Sim 19, on the Saturday, my G29 broke. And I had to order a brand new wheel for next day delivery in order to continue playing without total frustration for the rest of that preview weekend. G29 on PS5, I would have to use the control to turn the camera. Yes, but you should have the controls. So like I have the controls on this with a joystick, you should have controls on the G29 to turn the camera, or you should have buttons that will turn the camera as well. Right, with this field finished on here, I'm gonna head back to the farmyard. We will park up with this for the night, and then we'll take this back to the store in the morning and go and get the other tractor and the other cultivator. You can on PC. I'm not sure you can on console. Do I think Daggerwin is a multi-millionaire from YouTube? He's got nearly 1 million subs. Yeah, I don't know. It's not the same. So first thing I will say, it's not all about subs, it's about views. So I would look at his views. This is always wildly out, this. I don't know why I'm looking at it. Social Blade, there we go. Okay, GG. Accept. Right, let's see what this says. Okay. It's a little bit low. Okay, I'm going with what Social Blade says, and Social Blade from my channel is a little bit low, so I think he will probably do a little bit better than Social Blade says. Okay, so this is what Social Blade says that that Daggerwin probably does. Between $710 and $11,000 a month. I think that's probably, based on what it says for me, I think that's probably a little bit on the low side. So is he a millionaire? He's not doing badly, I'll put it that way. Last comment, Paul. The G29 feels like a real... Oh, no. We don't have control buttons for camera on G29 on consoles. Okay. So, yeah, you'd have to use that. Oh, yeah, no. Social blades can be wildly out. I would show you mine. Actually, there's no harm in showing you mine because it's wildly out. So, yeah, this is mine. These numbers, not accurate. But yeah, you can see I'm doing around 2,000 views a day, except on days when I stream, when it goes mad. But yeah. Look, it's the release of a new game, and I got 1,700 subs. So yeah, it's wildly out. Right, so I'm going to move forward to the morning. Go into February. We might skip the last day of February if there's not much to do. Okay, so I will be right back, chat. Don't go anywhere. I just need to refill my drink and check my kids are in bed. See you in a bit. Okay, chat. Right. Let's pause that. We will save this. So it's about doing what you enjoy, not all about money. You need money to live, but yeah. So I in all honesty, Farm Sim at the moment, the money I make from Farm Sim gets folded a lot back into the channel, but anything that's left over goes off to getting rid of debt and making life easier. To the morning. Right, there we go. We are at -8. Oh wow, this first thing is not going to pay off how much money we're in debt. Jeez. Ooh. Damn, caught the other tractor. Am I putting it? I will do eventually, but we're minus 18,000 at the moment, and this contract only pays 16, I think. Tractor abuse. That is tractor abuse. I long for the damage mods, because the damage mod in 15 used to, if you took even the slightest knock, would damage your tractor. Winter is in 2 days. What? What, in real life? No. No, we're in February. We're almost to spring. We should get to spring tonight, actually. Well, when we get to the shop, we will check what contracts we have available. Hey Steve, welcome along. Wish you could catch these streams when they start. Oh. I used to start at 8:30, but I found that I couldn't really get everything in, so I now start at I start at 8 o'clock. There was a time early on where my streams all started at like 7:30 in the evening. When I was first doing stuff, I used to stream almost every single night. I just been saying your streams are 2 days in, yes. Or I try and do 2 days in winter. If there's stuff to do, it will be a single day. But yeah, we're probably gonna go through 3 days this winter. This stream. Right, collect that. Okay, right, active. There is still a massive. If anybody wants to play a root crop harvesting contract, there's a sugar beet contract for which would run, which we could do. Also, what's in the shop? Ooh. Oh yeah, I know what that is. That's an interesting little cultivator. Front tank, yeah, still got a couple of mowers kicking about. Very tempted by a little cultivator. Yeah, this is a massive Ford tractor. This is from the Plains and Prairies DLC, this tractor. And this is going to make very swift work of the field that we've got to work. Very swift work. Hello, Mitro. Welcome along. I don't have a front PTO on my tractor, so I would have to buy a front PTO as well. I don't think we do. We're getting around the grass fields fairly quickly, and I want to turn at least one grass field into an arable field. I think I'm looking at turning probably field 27 into a small arable field. Although I'd like to buy field 26. If we could buy 26, that would be good. We also want to buy 69 and 67 probably. It is the old Ford that I had on my last set of live streams. Is this the bigger one? Because we had the bigger one on there. No, this is yeah, sorry, this is the bigger one. So this is the one we had. And I think this is... No, this isn't field. We want field 1. How much extra was the front PTO? Yeah, I think it was about 3k. But we're, as I said, we're not really... I'm not really looking to spend the 13,000 for that. When I can get a cultivator that would allow me to do my fields, you know. Get my cards played. Oh, we got root crop contract. Thank you, Thefisherj. Right, let's grab this. Borrow items. Yes. Hey, Dirtbike Gold, welcome along. Thank you. So we may not get through. We may not get through this second day, or may not get through the second day of February if we've got root crop contracts to do. Thankfully, this contract should give us enough money to hire a worker to do the root crop contract, because that's the biggest problem we've got with the root crop contract. But this kit should make very short work of this field. Off. Someone's very kindly put steering assist on this old tractor for us. This is the yeah, this is the field we harvested the beet on last stream. And it will not take us very long to get this done. And then the money from this we can use for the next contract, for the beet contract. The horizontal stream froze on you. Let's just be running okay on this side of things, thankfully. That area in front of me, that's all off the edge of the map. Which is amazing. And one row did 8%. Right, so that and that and that have all been taken. Yeah, after I get all the money from the root crop, I need to do that. I need to sort out that yard. Cheers, Paul Sinclair. 60, yeah. So we're doing about 8% a row at the moment. Which farm am I on? I built my own farm. So my farm is... No, I want this one. So I'm located here. There's a farmhouse here. There's a farmhouse here in 101 that I would like to buy, which is 381,000. So we can't afford that at the moment. And yeah, I'm in this. My yard is in this patch here. I own this grass field, and this grass field. And yeah, we're going to expand out from there. We might expand into the park a little bit as well. What cow shed did I get? I got... it was that one, I think. Yeah, that one's the one I got. The 85,000 one. How are our chickens actually? Looking good. Yeah. We'll have to go and check out the chickens back at the shed. Best viewing angle is almost always there. Yeah, the farms are all a bit pricey. That's why I've had to build my own. If I hadn't built my own, only really the starting farm, I think, would have been of a price that I could have bought. With 500,000. Yeah, where is that? Oh, there's the starting farm. 85 is the starting farm. Yeah, 387 it would have cost me, and the areas I did buy were 59, 79, 116, and 129. So basically, I spent the same amount on all of my starting fields as it would have cost me to have just bought the main yard and the grass field attached to the main yard starting farm. And I think all of the other farms. So 83, which has quite a bit around it, would have been 1.1 million. So that was out of the question. 84 is 392. So that had left me next to nothing for equipment. And then got this farm down here is 232. You got this one in here, which is 464. This one here, 140. So I could have possibly bought some of the ones in there, but yeah. 24 seconds. 75, 77, 78, and 75. Yeah, 75, 77, 78, and 79. Cool. It looks in here like there's a house in here or a house in here, and I would quite like the map to have not had so many yards around here and had some more houses around here, which would have been good. Oh yeah, and there's a cow farm at the top of the map. I did know about that. But I think it would have been nice to have had the big house in the middle of the map and not quite so many just sort of random barns. I think that's the only thing I don't like. The house is on 72. 71, 73. Where's 72? Oh, 72 there. Which should be just a grass field. The house, looking at the actual map of the area, there's a house there. 77 should be the house. Should be a house and a yard. And 75 looks like it should be a small house. No, it should be a house with a garden and things as well. So, hey Pete, UK, welcome along. So I think I would have liked to have seen that, but you know, that's just me. Which reminds me, I need to make some more alterations for the roleplay I want to do on here, because I need a big house in the middle of the map. So I'm gonna have to rebuild. I think I'm gonna have to rebuild farmyards in the middle of the map for that series. Do I miss Hattigan Park? Yes. Although the map of GB Moddings that I really want to play, that he hasn't done, that hasn't seen a release since 19, is Six Ashes. Six Ashes is such a fantastic story map. Just, yeah. What's my thoughts on tornadoes and hail in the game? I like them. I like both of them. I think they add a certain amount of randomness to the game that the game really needs. I'm very much of the opinion that not everything goes right in farming, and anything that is added into the game that helps introduce that randomness is great. And I like both hail and tornadoes, because the way your stomach drops when you see a tornado alert coming and you go, please don't hit my fields, yeah, is very cool. And then having to deal with the fallout if it does is also very cool. Why one of the things I like about the moisture mod is the realistic weather mod is the field fires. The chance that you'll have a fire in your field is great. I think that's wonderful. It's again something that happens. Yeah, and that's why I say one of the things I would like to see in the game is some sort of moisture mechanic. The realistic weather mod does introduce a moisture mechanic. I'm not a massive fan of how it does it, but it is along the right tracks. My biggest problem with it is I would like moisture to be a factor in price of crops. Have I ever done a series on Australian map? I have played 1 or 2 Australian maps. The closest I came to a multi-combine map was an American map I did in 15, I think. Maybe, no, in 17. Want to try that mod? It's a nice mod. I find it can be a little bit finicky. What it really needs is moisture to be to be visible on here. But when you go to the moisture screen, you only see the moisture levels on your fields. There's no map mechanic to it. So I would like to see a map mechanic to the whole irrigation and moisture side of things. It doesn't exist at the moment. And as I said, I would like there to be a moisture component to your crops. So if you are harvesting a grain crop, there's a moisture level to the grain crop. It did, but not in the way I'm talking about it. You're right. It did. There was a moisture component to seasons in 19. But you did, again, the component I'm looking for, the thing I would like to see come into Farm Sim is is harvesting a grain crop at the right time of year. And if you, or at the right moisture level, and if you harvest it at the right moisture level, you can sell it for the best price. For, you know, you will get the best price for it. If you try and sell it with too much moisture in it, then you end up getting a you end up getting penalized for the moisture level being too high in the crop. No, you can harvest at the wrong moisture, Isaac, because people do, and they harvest and then they dry the crop to get it to the right moisture level. So you then bring in a whole grain drying mechanic that doesn't just give you dried grain, it gives you the grain with a certain moisture level in it. And I think it would be really cool. I'd really like to try and write a mod to do it. But it's the whole moisture level on the fields thing that I'm not sure about, and and sorting out the moisture level of the crops. I don't know if that's something that exists or not. But hey, Techno Club, welcome along. Sorry, I was in the middle of my flow. That's why I didn't reply to you initially. Hope you're doing well. You're from Sri Lanka. Welcome along. Is it morning for you, or is it really late at night? Or have I got Sri Lanka in completely the wrong part of the world, and it's actually much earlier in the day? Are you talking would be really great on realism level? It would, and it would be something you could turn off easily, you know. And that's the thing. It's one of those ideas for a feature that isn't overly technical or overly harsh. It is morning. I thought so. Yeah, it wouldn't be an overly harsh thing, but it would add another level of realism, and that would be very cool. Yeah, it's morning for you, which means I have pegged you at being in the where I thought you were in the world. My geography should be better. Right, once we've got this contract finished, we can take this back to the shop. I think I might take the motorbike with me and drop that off at the farm. My pleasure. Right. You spent farming? Yeah, me too. I grew up on a farm. I know all the hard work that goes into doing this in real life. I have a lot of respect for farmers and how much work they put in. Field 30 will have it all. We're going to field. Guarantee you my geography is worse than yours. Oh. I'm fairly good for most of the world, knowing roughly where things are. There are a few places though that I just go, am I sure that's actually there? Even all the Fed 7 series with the K2 color match. Nice. I did have a look in the air because there's that guy wheel, but that's really expensive. And yeah, 11,000 for that mower. I'm not interested in paying that much for it. or getting that, because we don't need a mower that badly. Hey, Wayland Timlick. What I haven't looked is, can we plant spring barley on here? Yes, yes, there is spring barley, and we can plant canola. Ooh, yeah, if we did a field of barley, that would probably be quite good. My geography is okay, but my brain's working. I think we'd have to hire a combine harvester and keep an eye out for a trailer. There we go. Contract is complete. We'll just get to the end of the field, then we'll take this back to the shop. And then from there, sort the rest out. Good night, Bart. Thanks for joining us. I hope everything goes okay tomorrow. Don't properly know my own country's geography. Oh dear, Joy Bart. You should pay you more if yeah, I think if you go beyond the end of the contract, they should pay you more on a contract like this. Obviously on a harvesting contract you get any excess, so I don't think they should if you harvest the whole field. But I think if you're doing cultivating, you cultivate the whole field. Absolutely you should. What country has no capital? Andorra? Monaco? Okay, later Techno Club. So, now this is an interesting one. Nauru, okay. Antarctica. Antarctica is a continent, not a country. No one lives there in Nauru. Interesting. I saw something interesting the other day. Somebody claimed that London was the capital of England, not the UK, which is not true. Fairness, I think it was someone from Scotland who claimed that. But Antarctica has no capital because no one lives there. People live in Antarctica. People live and work in Antarctica. Evening, MK Sim Farmer. Welcome along. Hope you're doing well. They're not Antarctic people. Why do I have two mice? This one here, this controls the streaming PC. This one controls the gaming PC. Because I have two computers, basically. Good when maps and bespoke productions add more variety. I agree with you completely, Barry. Right. Got this here. Complete this contract. Okay, the harvesting contract is only going to give 11,000 for completing it, but, and the big but here is the amount of sugar beet we'll get off it will be huge. Ooh, look at the pretty T8 we've got as well. Well, the tractor cabin, no. And this is also the room that I work from. This is where I work from home. It's weird enough having all of my my hats behind me. Tractor and trailer, no lorry, plot more trips, yes. Although, we'll slide all over the place a little bit less with this. Capital of Vatican City is the Vatican City, that's very true. We are headed, oh, straight along this road. Perfect. Hopefully I can get into 48. I think I can get into 48 at the end there. Will I do any more multiplayer? Yes, I will do multiplayer at some point. My favorite tractor is New Holland's T9 700 on Smart Tracks. Nice. Vatican has no capital because it is a city-state, meaning the city is the state itself. As the smallest sovereign state in the world, it is its own capital. You've just contradicted yourself. That's about joystick. This is the Horry Farm vehicle control system I am using. It's the wheel and the joystick. What country had the fastest war? Oh, this I should know because I'm fairly sure I've seen it in oversimplified. We're going to make as much of this contract as the amount of money that we have on us. So if we use up all our money doing this contract, St. Ives in the UK as a city? Yes. So actually, that's a good question. What makes a city in the UK? What defines a city in the UK? I go 38 to 45 minutes. Wow. Only 4 weeks we get no, Thefisherj, that's incorrect. Isaac, no, that's incorrect. Steam Fan, that's also incorrect. It has nothing to do with population at all. It is not a cathedral, no. A cathedral does not make somewhere a city. There is only one thing in the UK that makes somewhere a city. Joma, you're close, but you're still wrong. You're close though. Yep, there you go. So the only thing that makes a city in the UK is a royal decree. It has to have been decreed a city by the monarch or by a monarch in order for it to be a city. Battery H, thank you for resubscribing at tier 1 for your 11th month. You are awesome. Right, so let's unfold. Right, and then we will set up a course. Field work, yeah, we want 6 headlands. We are gonna go clockwise. I want lands, and I'm gonna go 12 lands, and then it'll be a fieldwork course. Actually, that did, wow, that did that really quickly. First, and away you go. So glad the work week is over. Me too. Although actually, I still have about 3 hours work to do over the weekend. Let's go to bed 4 hours ago. Oh man, Lorraine. What are we? 20 past 10. Yeah, I think we're going to be doing this contract next time as well. Look at the self-writing on that harvester. Wow. That harvester's gonna do a lot of stuff in there. Try to work Tuesday. So I need to do a load of work on Farm Sim UK this weekend. I need to record a load of videos because I want to get my video production going again. I've got work to do. I need to go over and help out with my dad's house because he's going to be home in a couple of weeks, and it needs a little bit of work to sort that out. Yeah, I've got to take the kids swimming. Tomorrow night we've got friends round. Yeah, it's a bit mad. Why do you have the control settings on your screen if you know how everything works? I don't. That's the thing, Isaac. Although I'm going to turn that off because I don't need it at the moment. But yeah, I don't always. It's really warm in here. I'm just going to open my door. Also, the harvester behaved itself in the corner, unlike if it was working on a hired worker. Hey, Pro Farmer, welcome along. Thank you, King Scorpion. That scared the hell out of me. We're good, thank you, Pro Farmer. Yeah, we're doing well. Alright, it's looking fairly full. Wonder if we can empty it along this side here.
Battery HH asked me, is Virtual Farmer more a Jaguar or a Land Rover personality? Ah, the classic choice between the elegance of a Jaguar and the ruggedness of a Land Rover. If Virtual Farmer were a car, they'd probably lean towards a Land Rover. Why? Because farming is anything but polished and sleek like a Jaguar. It's rough, tough, and ready to tackle any terrain, much like a Land Rover. Plus, if they were a Jaguar, they might accidentally plow into a field at the speed of light, which wouldn't be ideal.
He's spot on. I am absolutely a Land Rover kind of guy. Have I ever done a single farm multiplayer? Yeah, we have. We've done several single farm multiplayers. Hey, Cavalier Roy, welcome along. How are you doing, my friend? Ooh. What shall I show? Ooh, that's pretty. That's very pretty. That's looking cool, Roy. That is looking cool. I'm good, thank you. Happy that the work week is just about over. I think we'll empty this at the far end again. We'll try and keep the harvester as empty as possible, really. This is not Alma, this is Saxlingham. Ooh. He's got a little bit stuck. No, no, no. There we go. Saxlingham, Missouri. I'm all right, thank you, Adam. It's been nice putting the changes I want to do back into 22, but kept it for 25. Because I don't like putting out updates that require new save. I can help it. Makes sense. I've got to send you a message after the stream. I'd like to do something. There we go, we're full. And this is going to the same place. So we're gonna go right across the map. Can't actually get out here. Car coming too fast. They're all coming down this road now. No worries. We're gonna go about another half an hour on here. Welcome along. I'm good, thank you. What's that on my shelf? What do you mean? What do you mean? Later, Reds. Thanks for joining us. Do you know offhand what date the UK drops from daylight savings to standard? It's the weekend after the 22nd of October. Thank you for renewing your membership for your 8th month. You are awesome. Yeah, last Sunday in October. So I'd prefer it on British summertime. How are you doing, ASO? And daylight savings time is unnecessary in this day and age. It's weird that we still have it. I think it screws everybody's sleep patterns, Steve. Rain has been non-stop since 11 a.m. Oh, wow. Yeah, we have not had it that bad in Norfolk today. Well, I'm not adhering to that where I live. Yeah, it's stupid. You see, I was hoping that we'd be able to get to the shop and back before the harvester fills. Where is the harvester on the field? It's down the far side. What do you do? What do I do for my job? I am a web developer. I had very dry late summer and fall, unusual. Yeah. Well, weather is being messed up year on year. It's just getting worse. Really? No hurricanes. Yes, hopefully. Long may that continue. 65 miles an hour winds. Wow. I will be on until about 11 o'clock, so about another 20 odd minutes. And then I need to go and get some sleep. My sleep pattern is screwed anyway, even without the BST GMT time settings. Yeah, I can understand that, Paul. It will continue until a week after the warranty. Oh God. So will this get us up to 25%? I don't know. There we are. Am I proud of my channel? I think so, Pro Farmer. I'm very proud of the community around my channel. The community around my channel is amazing and always has been, and it's such a friendly, welcoming place, which is fantastic. I'm proud of what I've achieved. You know, I've got to do things running this channel that my channels that I never thought I would, and I've achieved things like making it to be a Twitch partner, which is amazing, and going to multiple farm cons I never thought I'd do, and traveling all over Europe with the FSL is something I'd never thought I'd do. You know, when I started my YouTube journey, I didn't really travel anywhere. I went skiing once a year, and I'd been to places like the Canary Islands, and I'd been to America once. And I had a 3-year period where I traveled all over Europe and got to see places that I would never have you know, just traveled to, which was amazing, which was absolutely amazing. I've got to meet so many wonderful people. I've got to really unleash my creative side at times, which has been amazing. Yeah, I'm very proud. Are my channels as big as some other people? No. Could it be bigger? Definitely. Do I worry about that too much? Absolutely. But there's a lot to celebrate. There's a lot of stuff here to go. I am very proud of things I have achieved. We are a quarter of the way through this contract. That's good. 2 loads in and we're a quarter of the way through the contract. Hey Gertz, welcome along. In the middle of pea harvest on Oak Bridge, and it's taking ages. Yeah, but pea harvest is worth it. Okay, that has stopped. I didn't see it tell me it was stopping. The canola harvest on field 34 with a 5-meter header. Oh, jeez, Thefisherj. I don't think I tend to go below a 6-meter header on any job I do. Yeah, that sounds about right. Ooh. Something I haven't checked the last 2 loads we've done is exactly how much we've delivered, because the delivery has been slightly ahead of the completion for every sugar beet contract we've done so far. What we might do is, if it's not going to sunset, we might just finish today with some time left on the clock for the day, and then continue this day and into the final day of February, so that we hit spring on Wednesday this week. That'd be good. Hopefully start the year with a decent amount of money in the bank. There will be a stream on Sunday, yes. Sunday evening, 8 PM, I will be streaming. What percentage is we going to be up to? 34% transported, 32% overall. Okay. Strong possibility that we could hit 50%. Oh, my music tastes are all over the place. Great. If a song moves me, then I will listen to it. I've been known to listen to everything from heavy metal to K-pop to regular pop to reggae to jazz to hip hop to R&B to straight up rap. Yeah, I will listen to anything that takes my fancy. You know, I also like 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, 2010 stuff. Oh yeah, no, I have literally gone to both a heavy metal concert and a Spice Girls concert. I kid you not. I have done both. I've been to the Download Festival in the UK multiple times. And I went to see Britney Spears. You know, it's not like my music is all over the place. I've also had this same album playing in my car for the last 3 months. Look at that, we got back before the harvester was full. Just. There we are. Are we gonna get another load in after this one? Don't know. Would be good, but it is also 5 to 11. No, I think we might get back up to the field, empty the harvester out, and finish up there. And then next time we can just pick up with a load immediately to the shop. Yeah, it's actually 10:55, so I think it's gonna be time to wrap things up, chat. As I can feel myself feeling a bit tired and a bit heavy. Oh, just bounced off the rim. Oh, it absolutely does, Cub Leroy. Absolutely does.
Steam Fan V2123 asked me, should VF buy a front PTO for his fence soon and have a front mower? Ah, the great PTO debate. Should VF equip their fence with a front PTO and mower Absolutely. Why not add some excitement to their farming life? It's like giving a Ferrari the ability to mow lawns. Imagine the thrill of slicing through fields with the precision of a scalpel and the power of 1,000 horses. Plus, it's always fun to watch a tractor pretend it's a Swiss Army knife.
Oh, I don't need it though. It's a lot of money. No one is, yeah, no one's hit the big pool, the big points in the pool tonight, which is an oddity. Ow. Right. Oh, 46% transported. Almost 50%. Yeah. Gordon is savage. Yeah, we'll get this back to the field, we'll empty our harvester, and that'll be a good place for us to pick up next time. But it is 3 minutes to 11. So I do need to wrap things up. What we'll do next time is, while we've got a little bit of daylight on this day of February, we will continue on this day, and then we'll pick up, and then we'll move into the next day to finish things off on this contract. We should easily do it in the next day, and the little bit of extra time will work out fairly nicely, I think, to even things out. And with any luck, we might have enough time to sort out the mess I made around the cows. But yeah, driving one side to the map to the other is quite a trek. Might have to spend a fair amount of money next time doing the amount of landscaping that we need. Oh yeah, we're back before the harvest is full. This might be the end of its final headland as well, I think. There we go. We did actually manage to get it to a point where the harvester didn't stop. Right. Turn this off. But in the way of the harvester. But that's there. I think it's lining itself up for its first cutting. Yep, there we go. And once it's in there, we will stop it there. Right. That's where we'll finish off for tonight. Press save it. Oh, that's been fun. I've enjoyed that. Thank you for the contracts, guys. Those have been really helpful. We've got the cows started as well, which is great too. So that's awesome. And we need to go find someone to raid. Who have we got? Oh, I am gonna send you guys to Stressy tonight. Seriously, Stress Gamer is where we're gonna go. 18+ stream, just to warn you. So yeah, I sent you over her way. I don't think she's playing at the moment, but I think everybody will say hello. Yeah, so we're gonna go see Stressy because we've not been there for a while. I will be back on Sunday, so come and join me for more Realism Experiments Sunday night from 8 p.m. I want to say huge thank you tonight to Captain Biggles for renewing your membership. You are awesome. Battery H, thank you for resubscribing. You are awesome. To Billy Alpaca 78, thank you for your raid. You are awesome. And that is everybody for this evening. So with that, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. If you are over on YouTube, please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Massive thank you to all of my Twitch subscribers, my YouTube channel members, and my patrons. You guys not only help to keep my channels running, but you help them to grow as well. So thank you so much for your support. It really does mean the world to me. If you have yet to follow on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube, please do so you never miss a video or live stream from me, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.